What's up, guys? It's Friday. I just sat down and did a quick reaction review to the new Gundam Breaker thingy, and I'm gonna start editing more vlogs. I'm waiting on a very big box to come in. Hopefully that will be here shortly. FedEx seems to come here around about 11:30. And right now, FedEx is on my shit list for the whole thing, denying my claim. This one at least is being delivered here, and it's from BBTS. So last time they just left that stuff at the door. Have not heard the thing. I need to wrap up the electrical thing I was working on yesterday. I need to finish that up. Hopefully it will stay good, because I definitely don't need to be having more electrical issues than I had yesterday. But yeah, I need to do more of everything I needed to do yesterday. I did not get that shelf organized at all. I did pick up another thing today that I was looking forward to. And I stopped by Target while I had a minute at work and picked up a thing. So I'm looking forward to that. I kind of want to get back to reviews, but I'm also at a point where I'm like, do I? I do and then I don't. But I think my main reticence for doing reviews is actually doing Gunpla. I think that's my biggest thing right now. I also still got plenty of stuff to hang up on the walls. I need to fix the one that fell off the wall. I gotta fix that one up. I got new thingies for that. So I have stuff to do today, and I'm gonna try to stay motivated, try not to pass out on the couch or on the bed like I did yesterday. But like I said, I'm excited. Big old box coming today. So I'm gonna offload this footage, get to editing, get the stuff uploaded, and get started on the rest of my day. So this is how things are going. So clearly FedEx in my area is going downhill. So I got the notification on my phone. By the way, guys, always sign up for the tracking thing through either email or text or whatever, so you know when your stuff gets delivered. So my box came, but then there was another box on top of it. I was like, oh, did an Eagle Moss box come in already? Oh, I need to check the mail, see if the other Eagle Moss boxes come in. That would come in through the mail. But either way, box was not mine. All they saw was that it was this address, as in our apartment's address, and just left it at my door without even looking at the fact there was no apartment number on it, and it definitely wasn't my name. So yeah, these FedEx contractors suck ass. So what I think I might do real quick is do an out-the-box kind of situation. Maybe a little bit of a in the kitchen. I didn't mean to drop that. I was like, I'm just gonna chuck this at the floor. I gotta get all this trash out of the way. So, is that okay? There's all the wifey's crap and some mail. Let's take a look at. So I want to open this big box. Honestly, this is something I have been waiting a very, very long time for. So I'm excited. So just need to clear out some space. Need to get a knife. It's like a tiger. It's like a knife. And then set up for in the kitchen video. Really just a quick one. What's going on, guys? It's Monday. We had a hell of a weekend. So obviously with the whole light switch issue in there, I don't think I did an update. I might have. Determined the correct wiring. Put it all back together with the new switch acting as a buffer, so that now it's not a big coil of stuff in the wall. Now it's running through the big chunkin bar of the switch to connect the power. It's actually pretty happy. I just buttoned it all up. But after I live streamed Friday, I realized it was getting kind of warm. So I checked the temperature. It was a little warm. So I hit the button, turned it down, and seemingly it was not cooling down in here, even overnight. Saturday, we noticed that it was getting really warm in here, no matter how much the AC went. So Sunday, we went and got curtains, as you can see. They're the thing. They don't exactly fit. We didn't measure the windows, but also everything was on sale. So honestly, we're still pretty happy with it, to be honest. So it lets in a little bit of light, kills a lot of the heat, which is good. Ceiling fan doing its job. So we noticed that it was like 80 some odd degrees, 81, 82 degrees. And then the thermostat started acting funny and started changing its own settings regardless of what I did. So I'd set it to 77, 76. Come back an hour later, it's set at 82. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So the maintenance guy apparently came by yesterday while we were buying curtains. Because we called him first thing. Or technically I put in the work order first thing. He did come by, we just somehow missed him. He noticed, or he found out that the capacitor, that big electrical chunky thingy that makes power happen, that's a very simple explanation, by all means. I know what a capacitor does, you don't have to explain it to me. Was bad. So that's one of the main causes of an outdoor unit to not work, which means AC does not work. Booyah. Been there, done that. Had to fix that on a friend's before. We had to replace the capacitor and the fan motor in the outside unit before, and that sucks ass. So, replace the capacitor. That's why yesterday mid-afternoon, it did start getting cool in here. But it only got down to about 79. And then last night, once again, temperature kept creeping up no matter what I was doing. It's now 81. Turn the AC on. It doesn't sound like it's even coming on. Like the fan is coming on and it's definitely not cooling at all. Even though it was like dark, was not getting any cooler. So left kind of the doors open, kicked all the fans on high. Slept as best we could. I did not sleep worth a damn. I don't know why. So he comes back first thing, like 4:30 this morning. I put in another request and he's like, it's still not working? And I'm like, no, it's still not working. Like, it's not blowing cold. I mean, I got it set on fan right now because that's all it would do. And then I told him that it kept changing its settings. Like, I'm glad you said that. It's like, so these things could be programmed. We're not used to a digital thermostato. It can be programmed, so like you're going to be gone, turn the AC off, so it's not running all the time. Fine. So seemingly, with all those power outages we were having, it may have reset the thing and then turned the program back on even though it was off. So he did something. I think he turned the breaker off, stuff like that to clear the thing. If not, I'll double check it. Right now it's running. It is cooler in here, but it's definitely not cold. Not yet. He did check it. It was, I think he said 1.5 pounds low, which is kind of significant. He said it was probably just on the verge of the machine freezing up, which would have been a very obvious reason, you know. So one bad diagnostic ability is that you notice that the machine is completely frozen over. The coils freeze over, I should say. We've had that happen, I don't know how many times at our old place. You know, that thing was a solid brick of ice one day when we woke up. You know, it sounded funny. I pulled it open, and it is literally just greeted with a block of ice. You couldn't even see the metal. That took about 6 hours to thaw. But we used it to try to cool things, so just with the fan on, blowing over it, you know, cycling the air through the house over the cold-ass coils, still technically would make it cold, but not that bad. So he charged it up, found a leaky Schrader valve. So much goddamn Schrader valves. So he said our machine had never, or our system had never been serviced. Nobody's ever worked on it in the 4 years. So it could just be it had a very slow leak over time. The stuff starts coming out. The combined with the power outages, thermostat goes wonky. The capacitor might have blown because it was working too hard because of the low Freon. Yes, I know it's like R134A or whatever they technically put in those now. I don't know what the new number would be. I know enough about AC to get in trouble, but not enough to effectively do anything about it. So hopefully that's it. We've got it set at 77. Last I looked, it's still 80 degrees. If it doesn't get colder than 80 in here, then something is up. It definitely feels cooler, than it was. So something's happening. But also, you know, once you add to the system, it's going to take a minute. You know, you got to really get it all cycled through. It sounds better than it did. It did sound funky. So that's something. Meantime, I'm sitting here playing with this Omega Supreme. Hoping for the best. So he said he's going to go make his morning rounds, do all the other stuff he's got to do, and then come back later and check. Curtains are definitely helping. I can attest to that. Curtains are super helpful. Lexi, hold on. Let me walk under the vent here. Where's the hole? There's definitely a cold breeze coming out of the vent. Need a little thermo gun. Because that's where you can normally check those things. It's down to 79. So one thing is, it's also sucking air through this, which is kind of blockage, but it's also a nice way to hide the AC unit, unlike our old place. Hey, look, there's my... our old place where it's just in the wall and noisy as hell. This is at least in its own closet, which is storage in and of its own self. So hopefully it'll get cool in here. I still got to figure out curtains for in here so we can get the DTOS in place. Oh, that's the other thing. He showed me something that I would never have checked, would never even thought about, because I don't deal with windows hardly ever. Apparently, so the maids, as he said, you know, people they bring in to clean everything, in between people's, they open the windows, close them up, you know, they open the windows, clean everything. 4 out of the 6 windows in here were not shut right. Like, they'll shut them, and then they latch it, but it's not the actual hole it's meant to be latched in. So 4 of these windows weren't sealed 100%, which may have been letting in a little bit of moisture and stuff too. The bedroom wasn't sealed. That bedroom wasn't sealed. So it is what it is. Like, what the hell? The funny thing is, you know, last night I was so desperate because it was down to like 75. I was like, outside. I was like, yeah, just open a window. I was like, maybe it'll be a little cooler outside, a little noisier with the windows open. Like, the windows are insulated, but not the best. But having these things now covering the ridiculous morning light, honestly, I can feel the difference in here. Not just obviously see it. The funny thing is, you know, the fact that they don't fit 100% actually lets in just enough light that I don't need lights on in here. Save me a little electricity. But it's no longer just sun beating down, warming the whole building. So the bedrooms are still an issue. I guess I could try to put the curtain rod up in there. We're going to use the one we had in the living room in there. Maybe the one in the... No, because one in the bedroom wasn't wide enough. The one in the living room was. And that was blackout. So these windows are directly east facing. So sunrise is just boof. Like yesterday, we woke up to the sun just in our eyes. You know? And like if I lay on the couch just right at the right time of day... Oh, maybe I won't do it anymore because like it was coming through like right there. This is a great face. So either way, ow! Gotta watch how I do that. So I think what I'm gonna do, I gotta do stuff with my day to day. Need to do a little bit more work in there. Actually, I need to do a lot more work in there, to be honest. Need to make progress. I should get the NECA shelves organized. Maybe get started on Power Rangers ones, just depending on that. Edit a little bit more videos. Like, I'm doing a lot more vlogs now just to have content, even though it's not on the channel or make any money. Is what it is. Still trying to figure out how to get Omega back into ship mode. So I'm gonna go back to what I was doing and go from there. So actually, right now I'm just gonna chill and have me coffee. Coffee. Oh, apparently there's a hurricane headed towards the New England area. That ain't good. Okay, so I didn't spend the day doing what I thought I was going to do, which was working in the cave. Instead, I was working on the car. Got the next 2 steps done. Pretty much. There's it's a weird thing. So now that the whole front end and everything is attached to the body, there's now a weird thing where the bumper, like I don't know how to get the whole body on the chassis. It's weird. Like I'm sitting there trying to set it on, and I'm like, this doesn't go on anymore. Because before the bumper was coming on and from the front, at least how I was setting it. Now it's attached to the body. So I'm trying to clean up my mess here. Now it's attached to the body, and there's no good way to stick it around the front. So now the front end is like hung up on the front of the car. Let's see here. Push all this together. Gotta deal with that. Okay, so these are cleaning towels. I'm gonna stick that right there for now. Put all my Ecto One shit together right there. Still piling stuff on top of this calyx here until I get to a point that I can get rid of it all. Here's my Toto list. I need to bring this in here so I can remember to actually Toto it. So we're gonna hang up curtains tonight in the bedroom, as I've just been told. Fun, but that's good. That'll keep the bedroom from getting as hot in there. I'm gonna turn this light off because I'm getting warm under it. There we go. Back hurts from leaning over so much. And by the way, I haven't really mentioned it. My hernia is not hernia. My because it's not actually a hernia. My pulled groin is doing significantly better, but every now and then I just make a move where it reminds me that it's still a thing. It happens. I mean, this sucks. That we've been here for a month now, still not 100% moved in. There's still stuff everywhere, my stuff, and it's something I desperately want to figure out. Just it's hard. But yeah, having the AC working again makes you feel good. Having curtains up that are blocking a lot of the sunlight also is good. Yeah, fix a couple of them that we messed up earlier. Actually, now I'm talking about my groin hurts. I was gonna cook dinner. She offered to pick something up on the way instead. I'm okay with that. I'll just cook. I'll cook tomorrow. Should season it. No, I'm not gonna season the chicken. So I'm gonna do some chicken with the ravioli and stuff. So it is what it is. If I do end up working in the cave tonight, I'll do that. Maybe we'll just hang up the curtains and watch House after we eat or something like that. She's been watching Grey's Anatomy, and bleh. Grey's Anatomy is full of some of the worst characters I've ever seen in a show. Like, I mean, as people with morals, they're terrible. Everyone is terrible. Everyone has a horrendous personality issue. Everyone makes terrible decisions over and over and over and over. Purposely make their lives more difficult, and I can't stand it. Because if you have one or two flawed characters, fine. For all of the characters to have major character flaws and make horrible decisions, with the exception of maybe like two, like there's bad things that happen between those two, but they still make horrible decisions. And they're all supposed to be like the best and the brightest and everything else like that. It's a soap opera. It's really a soap opera disguised as a medical drama. And it's just not. It's just not. House is a superior show. The characters, all better. All the characters are better because they're all driven by one misanthropic asshole. And that's why it's awesome. House is a superior medical drama to Grey's Anatomy. But ER is the best of all time. Other than MASH. Let's just be honest here. ER was the MASH of its day. Not gonna take debate on that. So we'll see what happens tonight. But hey, no longer have the Ecto piled over here. I'm sure she'll be happy. Put it over there. Seriously though, my back hurts from leaning over so much.